It's hack, yeah. We're breaking the mold. Code breakers here, dropping gems of gold. From boardroom plays to cubicle hacks, we crack the code so you don't fall flat.
And I'm the Pathfinder, clearing the way, helping you rise up every work day. From first jobs to next level tracks, we teach what works, no fluff, just facts. Hack what, hack yeah.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hack YeA, the space where micro-innovation creates macro results. I'm Gary Cam, the codebreaker, and I'm so glad you are here with us today.
I'm Kim, the Pathfinder, and we're here for another honest conversation about the way we lead, the way we work, and how we grow together. So Gary, what's that on your desk?
Yeah, so shout out to Sandra. I think this is her departure gift for us. Today is a good day to make a difference. And it's always on my desk to remind myself that every day is a good day to make a difference.
All right, and you can't read this, I know, but here's my little thing on my desk. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Thank you, Angie. Angie gave this to me for a little gift. I have so many nice little gifts from my staff and others for my time at LK. So today's topic is hierarchy to humility. We want to explore how leadership is evolving and why it has to. We've all seen what happens when titles matter more than people. But the best leaders today aren't standing above anyone. They're standing right beside them. For a long time, leadership was about hierarchy, right? You got different levels in the organization. You had the title, the office, the authority, and often the final word. And for a while, that worked. For some, they're still working that way. It kept order, it kept structure.
Yeah, and Kim, but it never built trust, right? It never built connection or innovation. And it definitely didn't protect mental wellness.
Absolutely, exactly. Because leadership that relies on control leaves little room for collaboration. And when people don't feel seen, heard, valued, the entire organization suffers.
Exactly. And people are not inspired by titles. They're never inspired by titles. They're inspired by transparency, by courage, and by humility. So the kind of leadership that says, I'm still learning too.
Yep, so here's our first hack. Lead like a human first, leaders out there.
Yep.
Your team doesn't need a robot with a title. They need someone who's real, consistent, and grounded. And I know sometimes it seems that we're going backwards, right? Especially with the AI revolution. But there's still a place for humans to act and lead with empathy. Empathy, very important for our leaders. You know, as an early manager, I heard complaints, and this was early on in Sears when I first became a manager. Some of my peer managers that I was acting more like a friend to my staff than their manager.
What's wrong with that?
And I shouldn't get too close to them, right? Well, I didn't listen, right? So to this day, I still believe.
Thank you for not listening.
I still believe the reasons why my team have been high functioning, highly collaborative is because we all knocked down the titles, right? We tried to make everyone feel like, you know, someone coming in, an intern coming in, their ideas mattered and treated them like the unique individuals they are.
Yes, and I can totally vouch for that, Kim, and for the Hackster, because I lived through that under Kim's ruling in that area. We are still a very close-knit team to this day. Yeah. Even till we completely descend to different company, some of them different states, when we still have reunion every month or every other month to get together and just see how each other is doing. Because of you, Kim.
Handed that organization off to Jackie. Thanks, Jackie, for still organizing our events.
Yeah. And I think a lot acknowledging too, right? Acknowledging that when you don't have all the answer, is a start in making your team more comfortable enough to speak their mind and admitting that they are wrong, that you are wrong, right? And showing that growth is a shared journey, not something you just expect from your team.
Yeah, the best leaders don't just expect excellence; they model accountability, right? And that starts with humility.
Yes.
Here's a second hack: make space for every voice. Every voice. When we lead from hierarchy, we often listen only to the loudest or the highest ranking in the room. True leadership listens deeply, especially to the voices that have been overlooked.
Yeah, and let's be honest, some of the best idea the most impactful insights comes from the quiet corners, like come from the people that was just joining the team, the interns out there, a new hire, the person who never been asked to speak up because they don't know if they could. Remember that episode from the SPL episode? I can't remember what episode was it, but how I pulled the team together, right?
Yep.
Mix, again, shout out to Mix, was a relatively new hire at that time, new graduate too. It was important to me to make him feel comfortable expressing himself, expressing his idea, especially with the small team that we have. He was able to contribute a great deal to the team and make a big, great impacts before he leaves and to the team during that time. So.
Great. Yep. Humility as a leader, and that's what you practice. Humility as a leader means believing that brilliance doesn't need a title.
Yes.
Right? And making sure your team feels that every day.
Love it.
All right, our third hack is this. Create safety, not just strategy. Right? A humble leader understands that people can't perform at their best if they're constantly in fear. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of not belonging. They cannot feel that fear. I think you probably had something, with your team. I remember your wall where you posted some of the failures or something that your team had.
Yep, the
which was great.
Yeah, celebrate model of success, which is failure.
Yeah.
That's always
Great.
my wall. So, and psychological safety isn't a bonus, right? Listen to that. It's a foundation of high performance team. People need to know that they can speak up, ask for help, and be honest without being punished and scourged, right?
Yep.
You know what's wild, Kim? I always felt completely comfortable disagreeing with you in one-on-one or in a team meeting. And people actually in team meeting, they're like, whoa, Gary, like that, like, did you just say that to Kim? I was like, yeah, why not? But because I feel comfortable, right? And because you created that safety net for us, well, I don't want to say for us, at least for me, I feel that safety net. And I never worry that it will be a pushback from you or take it personally that it will go against me on a performance review. So to me, that's what a world-class organization should look like, and where healthy disagreement isn't just allowed, but it should be encouraged.
Yeah, well, and let me just interject here a little bit because as a leader, let me do the other side. As a leader, sometimes hearing a member of your staff come to you and they're vulnerable at that point, right, to express their idea that differs from what you just said. Sometimes you're taken aback.
Yes.
Like I remember the first time, because Gary is pretty direct, that he came to me and disagreed with one of my ideas. It was tough for me to take it. I mean, I went home and was like, I don't believe he just said that to me. That was in so many words. He said that was a stupid idea, right? He didn't come out and say it that way. But there's a way to be tactful, right, about how and what you're saying to a leader. But I'm saying to the leaders out there, accept it as a gift. When your staff is able to come to you to be honest with the feedback that may differ from what you're actually, the direction that you're going, take that as a gift, that they're open enough to be able to come to you to talk about it.
And Hackster, that's why I love Kim. It's because what she just said there. Accept it as a gift, even though it hurts, right? Like, a lot of times we don't grow because those gifts that hurt is actually gifts that grow you.
Right, to grow.
But anyway, let's go back, right? Like, so I'm a nerdy guy, Kim, you know that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, with this whole thing that I just talked about, disagreeing with your manager and having that safety net. How do we measure that? I was thinking, like, would that be a cool KPI to measure, right? Like, how many meaningful disagreement are you getting from your team? Could that be like a cool KPI?
Right. That will be a great KPI, right? Idea. HR, cool compliment. I mean, a KPI to implement. So, and that safety starts with the tone you set, right? Your presence, your responses, your ability to lead with compassion. So we'll pause here for a moment of reflection. If you're in a leadership role, ask yourself, do I make people feel safe or small? Am I listening or just waiting to speak? And am I leading with humility or hiding behind the hierarchy?
Yeah, and thanks for that, Kim. That's awesome. And if you are not a formal leadership role, that doesn't mean that you don't lead. All of us lead. Every time that you offer kindness, you are leading. Every time that you ask a thoughtful question, you are leading. Or every time you help someone feel included, you are leading.
Yep. Leadership isn't about the title. I don't know how many times we can say it. Leadership is not about your title. It's about your presence. And we have executive presence coming up, coming up soon. Your intention, your impact. So let's recap today's 3 hacks for leading with humility. First, lead like a human first. Drop the ego, bring the empathy. Make space for every voice. Everyone on your team deserves to be heard. And lastly, create safety, not just strategy. Innovation lives where safety does.
Yep, and at YeA, we believe real leadership doesn't start when you are getting a title. It starts when you let go of your ego. It's not about being the one in charge. It's about being one who actually cares about work, about the work that we're doing, about the people that we are encountering every day, and the growth that happens when everyone feels seen.
Absolutely. So whether you're managing a team, mentoring one person, or just growing into your own leadership journey, stay rooted in humility. That's where the real power is.
Oh yeah, superpower. That's awesome. So thank you so much for hanging out with us again today for this very important episode at YeA. We'll be back next Thursday with another drop. So if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. So and share this part with your crew, and definitely follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn at YeA Community. Until then, take care of your mind, your team, and each other.
And don't forget, visit us at www.hackyeah.com. We've got articles, updates, and a feedback form. The feedback form, tell us what you're struggling with,
Please.
what you want us to cover in future episodes, and keep leading from the heart, always. Lastly, big thank you to our backstage crew again, Dominique, Da Vinci Studios Productions, and Aiden, Gary's son. Thank you. He's just joined our regular crew. Your behind the scenes support makes it all possible for us. We appreciate you.
We finally told him to join our crew.
I think he likes it now. He likes us now.
But
until next time, Hack Yeah!
It's YeA. We're breaking the mold. Code breakers here, dropping gems of gold. From boardroom plays to cubicle hacks, we crack the code so you don't fall flat.
And I'm the Pathfinder, clearing the way, helping you rise up every work day. From first jobs to next level tracks, we teach what works, no fluff, just facts.